Every forest, every field, every desert, and every garden is completely built on plants. Plants shape the atmosphere we breathe, feed nearly every organism on Earth, create medicines that save lives, influence the evolution of animals, and quietly engineer entire ecosystems. And botany is the science dedicated to understanding them. In this series, we'll explore their biology, chemistry, physiology, ecology, evolution, taxonomy, and the interesting diversity of the plant kingdom. Whether you're completely new to botany, a gardener, a houseplant collector, or even a biology student like myself, or just curious about the natural world and the plant kingdom in general, this series is designed to build your understanding from the ground up. Now, I'm not an expert. I don't even have a degree in botany yet. But this is supposed to give you a glimpse into what I've been learning so far in my journey to getting my own botany degree. So, with that being said, let's jump into the beginning of the Introduction to Botany, Lesson 1. Plants are biologically active organisms, capable of sensing and responding to their own environmental stimuli around them. They can distinguish between mechanical damage, like wind or mowing, or herbivory damage, like insect feeding. In response to herbivory, plants may release volatile organic compounds, also known as VOCs, that warns neighboring plants and attracts predators or parasitoids of those herbivores. These responses overall increase plant survival and fitness. Plants make up the majority of Earth's living biomass. Over 80% of the global biomass is plant life. Mammals only represent less than 1%. Plants form the base of terrestrial food webs. They provide organic carbon, oxygen, as well as habitats and energy for heterotrophs. Humans and all aerobic organisms depend on plants for survival. The definition and scope of botany is the scientific study of plants, including the plant structure or anatomy, the function or physiology, growth and development, genetics and inheritance, and ecological interactions. Overall, this includes the study of angiosperms, gymnosperms, ferns, mosses, and algae. And how do plants do all these great things for everything else? Well, they convert light energy into chemical energy through photosynthesis. The plant intakes carbon dioxide, which is CO2, water, which is H2O, and light. And that plant outputs glucose, which is just stored energy, and then as a byproduct, oxygen, which is O2. Oxygen accumulation in Earth's atmosphere enabled aerobic respiration and the evolution of complex multicellular life. Plants are sources of food, fibers like cotton and paper, medicines, oils, waxes, and chemicals. Many everyday materials originate from plant tissues or some kind of plant-derived compound. About 10,000 years ago, there was something called the Neolithic Revolution, and this was essentially just a transition from hunter-gatherer societies into agriculture. The effects of plant domestication led to permanent settlements, increased food supply, population growth, and labor specialization. Artificial selection transformed wild plants into everyday modern crops. A good example would be like teosinte into maize, also known as corn. You don't have to have a degree to help with botany. Over years and years, people without degrees or amateur botanists and mycologists have greatly helped make advancements in the field. All it takes is being interested in the first place and wanting to learn. Botanical science is also greatly informed by indigenous ecological knowledge and observational practices passed through generations. Examples of contributions are the indigenous agricultural systems, like mixing corn, beans, and squash together for companion planting, or Edmund Albius' hand pollination method for vanilla. These emphasize important empirical observation in science. Understanding plant structure, function, adaptation is known as botanical literacy. This includes knowledge of structural adaptations like modified leaves and reproductive strategies like pollinator deception. Botanical literacy helps evaluate scientific claims as well as misinformation. There's also something called plant awareness disparity. That's where humans tend to overlook plants due to lack of movement and perceived uniformity. This leads to underestimating plant complexity and ecological importance. Plants sense environmental changes and respond through physiological and chemical mechanisms. Plants respond to abiotic stress like drought. Take a datura flower. In high heat in the deserts, datura rhydia might close the stomata to reduce water loss. The flower closes up after the morning time, so it doesn't lose as much water. These stress signals can be transmitted through root connections and via other chemical signaling to other plants. And plant communication is a very active area of research. If you could take away anything from this introduction, it would be that plants are dynamic organisms essential to life on Earth. Plants drive energy flow, matter cycling, and ecosystem stability. And understanding plants is necessary to understanding biology as a whole. And if a question ever comes up as to why plants are essential, connect photosynthesis to how they produce oxygen, to their food webs, to ecosystem stability overall, and then of course to human survival. I'm hoping that this course will give you at least a basic understanding of basic botany, an introduction to the language used, and descriptive terms for plants overall. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in further episodes of this course. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to get updated on any new botanical episodes or plant content in general that I'll be posting. Hopefully every Friday to maybe every couple weeks. We'll see how it goes.